plays a big part, you know, and it's just fucking, it's also very distracting.
Come on, man. Oh, you ain't done. How the biceps feeling? Woo.
That was a tough one. I can do like a little bit of a jerky motion, those are like a little bit more on the cheat side. It's okay as long as you're not going like this. Controlled, you know, controlled. And always chest out. You know, with these, you want to keep your chest out, and you want to keep your, even for bicep curls, like with the barbell, just keep them pinned as much as possible. I even have to catch myself sometimes, real.
What's up, Art?
Yeah, and that felt, it hurt a lot more. I just lowered the weight, but I took more time with it now. More isolated. It's the same as doing heavyweight. You just, the pump's still there, you feel everything. It didn't hurt as much. So I'm gonna hog on this one, and that's it for biceps. I'm gonna go to abs now. They're really good for my abs. I can finally do them full range of motion. Very happy about that. Only took about 6 weeks, but it's okay. I mean, I'm lying. I did this about 2 weeks ago, so it took about a month. A solid month for this to heal, and then progressively heal better and better. So, but for abs, I'm a big believer in, you know, when I start, it just goes consistent the whole way. Because you want to feel the burn, and you keep going. That's what's going to really help those come out. And maybe I'll do an ab shot later on. So, once it's all done.
Last. Let's get it. Ugh.
My
What do you have to say to the cameras?
It's the first guy I met in here. It took me back to the golden era. Swear to God, it's the best. Yeah, I mean, I'm always like that when I'm engaged in any type of, workout and stuff, and I always kind of keep it myself, and it's like I open up when people, that I find common ground with. But when that's what I'm saying, it's like the training is so focused, you're just on point with it.
There's a guy who comes in here from Diamond Gym. He wears a Diamond Gym sweatshirt,
Nice.
and he runs on the treadmill all the time. The guys in front of
See, this is the problem with society. Why can't we just chat with each other? I mean, I get it during the workout, but there's ways to go around it too.
From the same fucking gym years ago. The guy's a total asshole.
I remember you were telling me about one guy who was like, just went over to him and said, "Hey, you got that shirt on?" Yeah, and he just dismissed you.
Same guy.
Asshole.
About a week ago.
This is what turns people off from coming to the gym in general, because of this kind of exposure that people have. To like try to be friendly, and I get
more
it.
time in that fucking gym that he's alive.
Yeah.
Disrespecting me.
No, I mean,
Plus, I mean, look,
I can understand this.
I get it when you're involved in your workout, but I mean, I'm competing at the highest level. It's like I still make time to just say hi.
I tried to approach him. He wasn't even working out. He was just sitting on the bench.
Yeah. See,
So from now on, I'm like,
yeah. See,
assholes, man.
I don't like that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I haven't had
a
a.
black Diamond Gym sweatshirt with a hood on.
Yeah.
I've only seen him in here twice.
I haven't had a bad experience with anyone in this gym, personally. I mean, actually, I'm wrong. At the front, I have, not up here, because the bigger you are, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but the bigger you are, no one will disrespect you.
Yeah.
I've seen so many times where people wanting to disrespect me, then they look at me because I have a pump, whatever, and they just stop talking because that's all it's all about in the gym.
See, I mean, that's another part of the stigma too, with like just anyone that's bodybuilding in general, is that you have that the big muscle guys, and you talk to them, everyone's friendly.
Everybody.
But it's the ones that are either in competition or have trained really hard or have gone from that
This guy don't even
bottom
look
to the
that
top.
great. Like, it's not like he's cut up and ready to do a show.
Yeah.
He just thinks who the fuck he is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that around.
I wish he just didn't fucking acknowledge me.
Yeah.
It's just even worse.
I wish the culture is different, and that's kind of like what I'm also trying to help too, is to change that culture. Because it's just negative, and it's just you want to get away from it.
I won't approach him anymore. That's
No, don't even worry about that negativity. Just stay positive.
I talk to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no acknowledgement. I'm gonna do I do biceps if we haven't caught on footage yet, so I'm gonna go through a bicep workout, and then I'm gonna show you my ab routine that I do inside the gym and not outside, because that was more of like a sprint hybrid. It's not a full routine that I go through, because I like to use a lot of cables and stuff like that. So today I'm gonna start with biceps, and I'm gonna go pretty high paced with this. I usually differentiate. Some days I take my time, I'm just feeling my body. I feel really good today, so I know I can keep the pace up. Other days I take longer breaks and just increase the weight even heavier to try to get about 4 or 5 reps. Now I'm going to see how many I can do.
Let's get it.
It's just the gym culture, It has to change.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be nice to people in the gym, man.
It's one way you evolve.
Let me move my shit. Sorry.
I don't want to play the same person. Because I made him get a ball place.
Good.
felt great. You want to just keep that isolation and tension. The more you can hold at the top for about a couple of seconds and come down full range of motion, the better you're going to do. Now, if I see myself going like this and I'm laying down, and this comes up like this, you don't want that because you're going to work the front delt. You just want it very isolated. You know, you don't have to go super slow and constricting. I'm going to speed up the pace, but just keep it, you know, full range of motion, hold, squeeze at the top, come down, squeeze at the top, come down. And so it hurts a lot more. Definitely, a lot of the food intake has really helped now. I've seen my body change where I have a lot more striations now. You know, a lot more of the cuts are coming out. Just a little more. I just know there's like a little bit more to add in, but not very much. So now we play with the mirror, see how I'm feeling. Some days I may take some carbs away, some days I may add some more in. It's just your body is always different and specific. So always look at the mirror because it's not going to lie to you when it comes down to this kind of stuff. Like right there.
Is this the Broadway thing?
No, this is not Broadway. This is more because Broadway on the stage is, you know, sometimes there's cameras there if they want to televise certain shows, but like normally you're just out there. But when you're on TV or something like that or film, it's like some of them are right here and you just have to dismiss it, you know? Just forget about it. Let's get the next one.
I like this left side right here.
It's always on the good side.
Yeah.
I like her game. I love the game. I love the game. I love it. Wow. Wow.
Feels nice. I'm gonna try to get lesser reps and start increasing the weight a lot more now. Because I have a good pump already. I feel really good. I went through my warm-up routine that I showed you guys last time. So that really helps the body flow, helps get the muscles going. And that's kind of what you need every time you want to work out. You always want to get the body moving and warm up a little bit longer than normal to really get yourself, like I said, flowing with the blood so you help try to reduce injury. You're not going to reduce injury lifting really, really heavy at some point, but take it from me.
Better than RIP. Here's my wife. That's it.
I felt great. It was a nice struggling 6. That's what I want. I want to keep you guys struggling 6 now all the way throughout the rest of the workout. So, you know, throwing a couple of poses and stuff here. I want to get those shakes out now. I did the nationals in August, and took second on the overall, which it was 0.5 points. I mean, listen, it comes down to sometimes just a little aesthetic posing, and no get even looking at the pictures afterwards, I see where I could have improved. But you know, taking a full year to do one show is like the ideal thing to do. So hopefully, you know, I win the universe after this, get invited to the Olympia, I may go get my feet wet, but after that I would like to take that full year to go to the universe and Olympia next year, just those shows. Because they're not too far off from each other, they're about 2-3 weeks. But the Nationals was like 2 months ago. So it's like you have to cut for about 4 months to make that show, you know, aesthetically appealing for yourself to be on stage ready. Whereas I could have taken those 4 months and bulk a little bit more. And by bulking, I just mean taking longer breaks, not worrying about having to diet, you know, aggressively, because you want to make an aggressive diet. But I normally stay pretty lean in the off season anyways. I usually have to eat more to get to my weight that I would like. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be fun.
Romania, man.
Yeah, Romania. I've never been to the country. I'm super excited because I love traveling, and I love to engulf myself in as much local stuff as I possibly can. I don't like the touristy stuff, and of course you'll see 1 or 2 things that are touristy. It's nice, but I like to just feel the culture of where I'm going to always. So I usually try to read a book on it before I go, do a lot of history research, you know, just to get a flavor of the country that you're going to, and it really enriches you when you come. Couldn't do the 6 strict form. I'm happy with that. Now, move on to the next.
Which is? Preacher curls. No, I'm just kidding.
I might just do isolation curls on this bench right here. Because I hate this workout. But I do it because it works. It's effective for my body. You know, people talk about peak and stuff like that. You know, I think peak has a lot more to do with genetics too, but at the same time, you can enhance what your body is. You can enhance the qualities of genetics you have. And by holding up at the top, you really feel the bump in the blood flow with that one. These definitely suck. Time. I might just actually do a superset. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to go with hammers. There's also like the Zopman curls.
Love those.
You know, those are very constricting. It's mostly just brushing up against and going really, really slow. I might do those last, but I'm just going to do regular hammer curls on the superset with just the barbell curls as well. And you don't really need much, especially when you're doing these supersets, because you're going to feel it. The bar weighs 45 pounds as it is, so we're going to see how that feels, and then we go on to the next. You always want to keep increasing, always want to keep challenging yourself. 5 pounds, 2 pounds, you know, just go in increments. That's the goal, just push yourself to that limit, because you can have a set of like 5 different workouts, and you're doing like 15 reps all the time. You know, it's going to help. It's going to help your body, but you always want to try to get the most out of your workout. You know, can I struggle to get to 15? Can I struggle to get to 6 reps? That's what you want. Felt good. I kept like 1 or 2 left in the tank there because I knew I had a superset, and I was struggling to get that 10. But I always like try to repeat. You know, if I get 10 there, I get 10 on the superset. I always try to match that always. Yeah, I mean, these are muscles that I also worked on a lot, like the it's called the brachioradialis. This ball here is something that's really impressive when you're on stage because you can have, let's say, non-flex version, okay, or like a non-flex version, and then when you flex, you see how it just pops out. That's, you know, that's what's going to be more impressive on stage because you see the full separation, and it just takes time to work on it. You know, it just takes time, more and more, and then your diet takes care of the rest of that. So you're building your muscles, and a lot of people stay the same weight. I stayed the same weight for 12 years. Because you're burning body fat, you know, and it's okay. You look at the mirror, don't get down on yourself. Just accept that change is happening, and it's progressive. It's not going to happen right away, but it will happen. Just keep going. Videos, people that I admire and want to see, you know, it's the same thing where, you know, you like the engagement and stuff, and I like to engage with people in the audience because, you know, you guys are the ones watching. You know, this is the content being created for you. So, but at the same time, it's a delving deep into a world of, you know, that I feel like is mainstream, but kind of lost its way a little bit. You know, people still look at it in a way where it's not, you know, on the Olympic stage. You know, it's not considered like a sport when it should be. That would be cool though. They should put this in the Olympics. I mean, they have powerlifting, right?
Yeah.
Why not this?
Because I don't know, man. I mean, they have some pretty stupid sports. Don't get to. Woo. Let's get him on, boy. Man, you had at least 20 more in you.
You see with that, I even, you know, I felt my body. That was a difficult 6. And even in the beginning of form, it's a little bit more of pulling and jerking, but correct that as much as possible. And I was like, all right, I knew I was going to have to do a superset, so I just did 6 and then 6 in the inner as well to work different parts of the bicep. But, you know, I knew it was going to be taxing with that last one. So I'm going to keep the same bar, and it's not really about the weight at all. It's about what your body can handle with really good form. Because you can lift 1,000 pounds, bad form and not grow, or you can lift, you know, 1/4 that, you know, something like this. And don't quote me on the math, but you get the point. You'll grow more with good form.
All right. And board?
And I'm going to, what I budgeted for Romania is because, you know, I have to think I'm going there as a competitor. So I go there with a different mindset. You know, I do want to see the country. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to immersing myself in the culture and all of that. But I also have to be aware I'm going to get on stage. You know, with everyone that looks like I do. And it's just going to come down to the posing. That's one tip that Arnold was saying to me through his app. So, you know, everyone's going to look the same. It just comes down to different poses. How your posing is, it's going to make you win. But yeah, I mean, I budgeted about 7 days, 1 day's travel to get there. Going from New York, New Jersey to, first stop is Amsterdam. Then I go Amsterdam, Bucharest, and then coming home I go Bucharest, Paris, and then Paris. But yeah, that first day's travel, so that's wiped out. 6 days left, 1 day for the show, that's wiped out. My body's probably going to feel a little bit more bloated. I'm going to be a little bit more, depending on how much salt intake I have, but everyone gets a little puffy when they come off of it. So I want to take 1 day for that to go down. I have to see how the food's going to be. So I'm going to document that there. It's going to be interesting. But I budgeted about 2-3 days to see the country. So not the whole country, just the area that I'm in. A lot of cool places like I want to check out. Been doing a lot of watching street tours and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm super excited. Super excited. It's crazy because like Greece is so close, you know.
And you want to go to Greece?
Yeah. No, I'm saying that even like Greece is so close on the map, and I'm half Greek, half Italian. In case anybody wanted to know, but it's just so close on the map. I'm like, oh, maybe I can hop skip there, but you know, time and money and all that stuff. Yeah, I won't be bothered. Next time.
How many?
30 seconds.
20?
Even with lighter weight, you really feel that burn here. It's just like, you know, it just makes it more impressive when you do those poses. But man, I just go over here and feel the burn.
Let me know if I'm in your way.
Feels good. I always have a chiropractor check me out every now and again. But I'm feeling, usually blades it out. I'm already feeling slight pain surging up in this left forearm already. So I'm gonna just, you clock it, take it easy on it. Maybe I abandon this completely, but I'm okay for one more set. But I already feel that pain tingling. So just gotta listen to your body when it does that kind of stuff. It's not worth it. You know, you can go lighter, which I'm gonna do now. I'm actually lighten the weight. A lot of people do a lot of reps. I usually do a lot of reps, but I want a little bit more bulk. So you gotta treat your abs like a muscle. That's what other people sometimes forget. But it is a muscle, and you wanna train it like one so that you gain a little bit more bulk. So that when you cut down, they're really more impressive. So I'm just using more weight, cut down on the reps, just like I would a normal bicep workout or any type of movement that I'm doing. I have a rep range. I try to struggle to get to that rep range, and that's kind of what you do. Just be a little careful with the abs, though. Because, you don't want to hurt yourself, but push yourself past the burn.
Oh wait,
They're hurting now. I'll tell you that much. They're in pain now. Little breather, we do 2 more sets on a heavier weight.
Oh.
Cardio is not the answer. Yeah, but like cardio, like, I'm not saying it's like the answer, but like it makes things a little bit easier. It makes your body.
How'd those feel?
It feels really good. I mean, a lot of people always ask me, like, or you just try to find out online. It's like, talk about your abs, talk about your abs, talk about your abs. You know, I always recommend training your abs, no matter what you do. It's going to build a strong core, obviously, but it builds a foundation for your squat. Robbie can attest to that too behind me. But yeah, it just it gives you strength in all areas, deadlifts, I mean, you name it. But it really does come down to your diet. I don't look like this all the time, you know, and it's because I'm human. I like to eat food. I like to have what I like to eat. I stay clean for the most part because I enjoy it. My body actually starts to reject it in more ways than one. But we start to reject the food after, let's say, eating bad for like 2 days. But it's okay, we're all human. And that's the main thing, you know, you have to live your life. You can't just count calories for the rest of your life and all this kind of stuff. So it's just to live your life. So I see a lot of people online that are like so fanatical about this, but really there's nothing to it. Just train your abs normally, and then when you want to put down and show them, just trim your diet down, and that's how it works. So being stage ready, ab ready for a stage, is very, very different from how I am in the off season. I don't gain a lot of weight normally. I stay pretty lean, but you know, you can see them, but they're not like really prominent on how they're judged, you know. So that's the difference. But these, they feel really good. They just they're always painful. Push off a little bit. This is great.
Finally.
Oh my god. Don't fail on the squat forward. Those are the tips from someone that doesn't know. Alright, so these are actually really, really good. What you want to do is plant your hands down to give yourself support. And then what you want to do is keep a slight bend in the knees, come up, but you want to explode up, okay? And then come down very, very, very slow, okay? And then explode up, come down very, very, very slow.
I try not.
I did feel a stretch in there. I didn't think I was, but I still feel it a little bit. So that feels great for that. I'll do one more set. Normally I do about about 3 or 4. But like I said, same thing with the forearms. I know where my body's limits are. Got 10 days left. I'm not going to chance anything. So we'll go back to the ball, and then back to the floor, and then we'll do Roman chest, and that's it. Yeah.
You think I could get, if I were to go for it, you think I could get significantly leaner?
Significant what?
Leaner.
Oh yeah, you're already there. I mean,
it's not something it's a curious question.
no, you're already lean. I mean, even if you go in the mirror and you try to flex your leg, if you can see your quad or your rectus femoris muscle, you're pretty lean already.
I'm saying like you're so good. Right now you're ready for show. I don't think I would be able to.
That's a mindset that I would say that anyone can have. You can just change it. It's just diet. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this diet was rough. It was hard.
I'm not really a curious question. There's no reason I would try to get leaner.
But do I think that you can?
I was wondering, like, as someone who's
Absolutely. I mean, anyone can. You know,
Imagine he was like, imagine you were like, no, he can't do it.
yeah, so there's a lot of studies on that right now. With like, can you gain muscle and also cut body fat
Absolutely.
at the same time? So it's always changing and evolving. Right now, there's a couple of articles that are out there now that basically say that you can do it, but if you want to maximize the potential of one or the other, you kind of have to choose one or the other for the time being.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to do both, you can do that. It just you'll gain more by switching from one or the other.
I think it also depends on where you're starting from. Like, if you have more body fat, it's easier for you to.
Yeah, like I would even, if you have more body fat, you know, maybe switch to a fat loss diet, and then you'll be able to, it's all about calories in, calories out. So, you know, you restrict calories not by a drastic amount, because that's going to turn you off. Your mind is not going to be able to handle that. And that's what people mean by like being sustainable, is that even for myself, you know, you have to cut in increments. You can't just wipe 1,000 calories off your diet. It's just not going to work.
And I think probably how trained you are to.
Yeah, and you also have like certain foods that adapt better to your body. I mean, I love eating rice, but for this particular show, I don't eat it because it bloats me a little bit more than I would like. Yeah.
Like rice and beans is a staple in my diet.
You know, but I stay away from those types.
Yeah. Sorry, man. One, two.
Another thing I was going to say is that even in the last show, I looked at stuff. Well, I looked at pictures. I knew I could have improved my abs, so now I take about 20-25 minutes to work on it, because the weak point I can make better, and then you progress and progress and progress, but you always want to look at the weak points. I know that part was weak. I know that my hamstring part was weak, you know, so I built those up, and then you work on other things like brachioradialis that was weak in the beginning, now it's strong. Just baby steps. It's like I guess I can compare it to you know, I have a Harley Davidson, a motorcycle, and so it's as if I wouldn't know what Harley Davidson is. But no, it's like getting a bike, right? work hard, and you just work on pieces little by little. You're not gonna like the whole freaking thing clean and be like, I want all this. Some people do it, but it's just more fun and more rewarding, you know, when you're adding things on in slow increments. And you're like, wow, I did that. Wow, I did that. And it's the same thing with your body. And it's like, wow, I accomplished that. Okay, what else can I work on? Great. You know, don't try to do everything all at once, because your mind can't sustain it and your body won't sustain it as well. You want to give yourself goals and wins, and always reward yourself at the end of the week. With any type of training or any type of diet, give yourself a day to reward yourself, because you've earned it, and you're not going to gain body fat in one day. It's just not possible.